WWE World Heavyweight Championship. John Cena gets one more shot at it against Randy Orton, and there's kind of two conflicting things here. A lot of people think that Randy Orton's going to retain, and I'm a part of that group. I think that he's going to retain and keep it going into WrestleMania and drop it to, well, I'll get to that later. Uh, but there's also a group of people that think that this is where John Cena's going to pick it up and the whole landscape is going to change, and we're going to have lots of different feuds that just end and then move on to something else. There's been reports about Bray Wyatt versus John Cena, Batista versus John Cena, fucking
Hogan.
everybody against John Cena, everybody against Randy Orton. So this is like totally haphazard. But match quality wise, I don't think this is going to be anything spectacular. This will be something people just forget about. And the outcome, same kind of thing. Randy Orton just wins. I don't think this will be impressive whatsoever. Wago?
Orton wins. Fuck finish. Don't know what. Shit, it might not even go to a finish. It might just end via DQ or something.
No, it has to be pinfall, doesn't it?
Is that a
Yeah,
rule
it has to
now?
be, yeah, it has to be pinfall or submission, I thought.
Well, or if there's a stipulation what puts Orton at a disadvantage, then he definitely wins. It's WWE logic.
Miguel?
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It would be nice to kind of shake things up for John Cena winning the title going into WrestleMania, but I don't see WWE doing that. I see this being just kind of. I'm gonna say it right now. It's gonna be a 10-minute matchup. It's just gonna be in, out. Orton wins. We move on to the big matchup.
Jester?
Yeah, man, the Viper's winning. He's gonna take it home because he just got the belt last month, and I don't see Cena taking it off of him. I actually think they're gonna do Cena Taker at Mania, which is why I don't think he'll be in the title picture at all.
Ooh.
So I mean, like WrestleMania 30 seems like the perfect Mania for Taker to go out on, and the only person that makes sense is Undertaker John Cena. I've been saying it all year. So I ever since last year I just didn't think John Cena would be in the title picture this year. So I don't think he wins this. I think this is his rematch for losing his belt, and he loses in a semi-shady way, and he just doesn't get another shot. And then Orton goes on to face, or he loses in a really screwy finish, gets one more rematch at Elimination Chamber and loses that, and
See,
then
I
he
think-
faces the Undertaker. That could happen. But I see Orton going into Mania with the belt, and I see Cena facing the Undertaker. I don't see Cena in the title picture at all, so I can't see him winning here.
See, I think that built-in extra rematch, if they want to do it, it's just the Elimination Chamber itself. Just Cena goes in there because he's John Cena.
Yeah, that could work. Yeah, I
John-
didn't think about that because of the Rumble thing, because the Rumble winner gets the guaranteed title shot now, so the
Right.
chamber
Well-
match kind of has to be for the title.
Actually, I'm gonna go into another logic. I think at the Elimination Chamber, it's gonna be Cena or in Lesnar. I see that being a triple threat match, and I think the chamber matchup is gonna be like, I don't know, maybe a number one. Well, you can't have a number one contenders matchup because there's no other belt.
Maybe
Yeah.
just decide who faces Taker or something like that. You could do that.
Oh yeah, they'll do that thing where the winner faces the Undertaker, and they can do that, and then have the triple threat matchup as like a sub main event or just whatever the main event. Because why have the Elimination Chamber be the main event at your Elimination Chamber pay-per-view?
Well, Sean, what do you think's happening with Orton and Cena?
Draw. I reckon Cena's going to have Orton in the STF. Orton's going to roll up Cena. Randy Orton taps as soon as the 3 count happens, and it's going to be no contest draw, and they're going to go at in the Elimination Chamber.
How do you roll him up from an STF position? I don't even see how that's possible.
You
Have
roll
you
up
seen
onto
how
the
Lucy
back.
has that moving?
Didn't Edge do that exact same thing?
Exactly.
They could do that stupid finish they did at Night of Champions where a suplex off the top ropes, but both shoulders are on the ground for the pin from both people. So they could do that.
And then you could have Kali count 1, 2, 3 because he's good at that. Drew?
Well, as the general manager of the board of directors of the video production crew here on Smack Talk, here on Smart Moment, and on the YouTube page, I have like a few opinions. I don't know, and I don't know which one I should really believe in. A part of me believes that Cena can win the title back. You guys are being really down on it, but I do think Cena does have a shot at winning this title back. because I don't know, it just feels weird that they have enough trust to have Orton, out of all people, be the headliner and the part of the main event of WrestleMania 30. I don't think he is that big of a draw and a player to be put in that spot. So part of me does think that Cena can win. And also, I don't even know if they'll actually have a finish in this match. I do think that it will finish in a draw if they're going to opt for any type of finish at all. So, I do think Cena will end up taking the title off Orton before WrestleMania.
Peyton?
This is a tough one. I don't even know why these guys are even having this match. Everyone said, oh, John Cena's getting his rematch because he lost the title at TLC. Yeah, whatever. I don't buy this whole automatic rematch thing. I'm a fan of the old Jack Tunney rules. You lose your title, you go to the back of the line. You got to work your way back to getting that title. You don't just automatically get a rematch at the next month pay-per-view. For this is tough. I mean, I don't expect a great match out of these guys. I think they've got all the gas out of what they're going to get between each other at TLC. These guys have already faced each other dozens of times. I can't think of a reason to be excited. And this is sad because these are two of your biggest guys, and normally they don't have two big names like this facing off at a Royal Rumble. I remember on the Keeping Kayfabe podcast, we did the Royal Rumble world title match. I believe it was 2004, and it was Brock Lesnar and Hardcore Holly. You compare those two names to this. Quite a different amount of star power in there.
Peyton, I have to correct you on that. Bob Holly won the Royal Rumble that year.
Oh, touche.
Yeah, he eliminated the Big Show. He was the #1 entrant, I believe. Pretty impressive. Yeah.
Looking back at this story, the big thing throughout the story was Randy Orton attacking John Cena's dad, and that would just lead me to believe that in the end, John Cena, as the babyface, has to get his comeuppance. Whether that happens at Royal Rumble, I don't know, but I think before we get to WrestleMania, John Cena will take that title away from Randy Orton and go into WrestleMania with it. Whether that happens here or Elimination Chamber, I could totally see some type of schmoz ending with this. I completely forgot about the pinfall or submission thing. The first thing actually was coming to my mind was that John Cena loses his cool trying to get revenge for his father and maybe gets himself disqualified or something like that. But if this truly is only pinfall or submission, whatever that exactly means. I mean, they're always funky with their terminology, but it does say no stipulations, no interference, no excuses. That's the exact wording they use for the advert for this. I'm giving John Cena the win in this, and absolutely, if not tonight, then before WrestleMania.
Who do you think he's going to end up facing at WrestleMania?
The winner of the Royal Rumble, of course.
The Rock.
Oh, me and Peyton think a lot alike.
All right, well, that's a good little transition here. Part 8, we're going to get down to the nitty-gritty and start talking about all the little stats and records and all that stuff that we have going on with our predictions for the Royal Rumble match itself.
Do we have one of those cool videos where it's like, by the numbers?
We'll have to hire that woman to start
And
doing
only...
the whole...
No, it's a guy now. Because remember,
yeah.
And remember, there's only one guy who entered at #1.
We'll get Drew to do it in the next part.